So we have 8 km. After running this ATC as weather information again, they have changed the active runway. So I think we will not have the 1.5 left, 1.5 right active, but we'll be having 3 left and 3 left as the active runway. So I just want to go to the NCDU and prep the NCDU now. Let's just zoom on to the NCDU. Yes, there it is. We have the NCDU over here. Now we'll have to import our flight plan, but before that we'll insert some basic information. I've already inserted the flight number, and one more important thing is I have turned on the ATC. So we don't need the external power as of now. And
November 66000, copy, 5 November 66000,
we're having some just switch to another frequency which will not be now I've switched off or changed my frequency from 121.700 to 118.000, so we won't get any disturbance. So cost index is something which alters the usage of fuel by the autopilot, and I'll have to input the cruise flight level, that is flight level 060 or 6,000 feet. So we are flying at 6,000 feet at cruise level. Now go to the next page and input the zero fuel rate, that is ZFW, and the block fuel, that is 11.1, that means 11,100 kilograms, that is shown here. And now we'll go to the flight plan page and import the flight plan, and we'll choose runway 3 to right. And we will not have any stick now. The ATC is going to give us radar vectors, so we have to probably maintain the runway heading, which I will notify you about later. So now we've confirmed that we use runway 3 to right. We have to clear the discontinuity. So we have to go back to the initialization page and then align the IRS. IRS is the inertial reference system, and it gives you details on your current location. It's useful for navigation. It's the most important thing that you have to do according to the ATC. If you don't do that, you cannot use these computers at all. It will be useless. So then go to the preferences page and set up the flaps that you want for takeoff. You have to deploy flaps for takeoff for safety reasons, to go for low speed flying and to increase the lift for your aircraft, etc. So now you'll have to go for flex temp 52, not 58. Now here we have thrust reduction altitude, acceleration altitude, and our thrust reduction altitude is set as 1,500 feet. That's okay. We'll be flying at flex thrust until 1,500 feet. Flex thrust is also known as reduced thrust takeoff. We can take off at thrusts which are not equal to the maximum thrust. It just increases engine longevity and lifespan. And the acceleration altitude, I'm just going to take it from 1,500 to 5,000 feet. We'll be flying quite slowly at around V2 speed, which I'll be explaining right now, until we are at 5,000 feet. And then here are the 3 reference velocities: V1, VR, and V2. V1 corresponds to the speed where we should be ready to lift up our nose, and the aircraft has achieved enough thrust for lifting up the nose. And then basically in general, after V1, the emergency stopping and all cannot be performed. Stopping of the aircraft in case an emergency occurs, all that cannot be performed after V1. Well, we'll just input our V1 velocity as 129 knots, rotate at 131 knots, and V2, that is the speed that we are going to maintain. Speed that we are going to maintain after takeoff, 128 knots. So that's going to be the speed until 5,000 feet, approximately, maybe even 150, that might increase. Well, now our MCU programming is basically complete. We have to just update the clearance for our flight plan and check whether it's valid. Well, we now have to obtain the clearance for our flight plan, and it is known as the IFR clearance, the Instrument Flight Rules Clearance. So we'll just tune on to 121.70.
Emerald Harbor Air 2750, IFR to Carlisle, ready to copy. Emerald Harbor Air 2750,
We have to wait until
Carlisle Airport to file. Fly runway
IFR
heading,
clearance
climb
of
and
other
maintain
aircraft
10,000. Departure frequency is 12.3, squawk 051 Emerald Harbor Air 2750, clear to Carlisle Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 10,000. Departure at 129.3, squawk 0514. Emerald Harbor Air 2750, feedback is correct. Contact ground on 121.9 when ready to taxi. Bosnia clearance delivery, Pro Air,
That's our IFR clearance.
IFR to Bosnia, ready to copy. Pro Air, Foxtrot Tango 332, please clear to Bosnia Airport to file. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 6,000. Departure frequency is 129.3, squawk 0542.
We have to change our altitude to 6,000 feet. That's what I've done. That's our initial climb altitude as well as our cruise altitude. It won't be the same for other flights, the longer ones. They'll give a lower initial climb altitude, like something like 8,000 feet, and then you should progressively climb to other higher altitudes.
Pro Air, Foxtrot Tango 332, please do copy. Pro Air, Foxtrot Tango 332, clear to Bosnia Airport as filed. Fly runway heading, climb and maintain 6,000. Departure on 129.3, squawk 0542. Pro Air, Foxtrot Tango 332, feedback is correct. Contact ground on 121.9 when ready to taxi.
And in the clearance you would have noticed something called squawk. That's a code which is used by the ATC to identify our aircraft. It's 0542. It is tuned there by the virtual co-pilot actually, the squawk code. So now we just have to wait it out and check out whether it's safe to push back. So we'll just go to the outside view now. We have many aircraft surrounding us, but it's still really safe to push back because we don't have any moving aircraft right in the obstruction of our pushback path. So we'll just start our pushback. So now it's time for the pushback. So we have to...
World Travel 657, ready to copy IFR clearance. World Travel 657 is cleared.
We have to turn on the APU and that says for turning on the engine. We have to turn on the APU and the APU also, which is on the well, I have turned on the APU also. And I want to zoom out so I get a better view of the surroundings for pushback and then taxi and take off. Basically for pushback we have to release our parking brakes. We have to press the pre-kick button. And the parking brakes are released and we have to change the engine mode selector to ignition start. We have to turn it this way around to the right. And then I think it's time for pushback. We'll just push back now. Started the first engine, and now I've given the command to start the second as well. So let's start. This is is the 2D cockpit view. I don't think we have to use this. Let's go back to the virtual one. Looks better. Well, that's another aircraft. It's an MD-11 taking off. Just have to push back a little further to line up with the taxiway. I've also turned on the flight directions. So now let's stop our pushback. We'll just turn our nose back to the left. Our pushback is complete right now, and we can be taxiing in a few moments. But before that, we have to not to forget we have to turn on the lights. Now we only have the beacon lights, strobe lights, wing lights, and navigation lights turned on. Those lights are the ones which indicated when we started. They already started actions, and we won't switch off these lights until they start. Well, now for obtaining the taxi clearance, we have to contact ATC once again. We'll contact climb at ground at 121.90.
Ground, Rower, Foxtrot, Tango 332, with Foxtrot ready to taxi IFR. Rower, Foxtrot, Tango 332, taxi to hold short, runway 33, right, taxiway positive 0, positive 10, November 1, contact tower on 118.11 ready.
We have to acknowledge the taxi clearance now.
Taxi, hold short, runway 33, right, taxiway Papa 10, Papa 10, November 1, Rower, Foxtrot, Tango 332.
We'll just turn on the progressive taxi for easy taxiing because I don't have the charts for this airport. If we had the charts, we can taxi without the progressive taxi. So now this is the takeoff memo. We have to set auto brake to maximum. Signs are already turned on, and then we have to arm the spoilers. That's it. The spoilers are something like speed brakes. They are the speed brakes of the aircraft, and it's used as a safety precaution along with the auto brakes, just in case something goes wrong with the aircraft. And then we have to set flaps to takeoff configuration, and that is flaps 1 as indicated in the LCD. That's what we have inputted. We have to input to the electrical systems to change flaps to 1. There we go, the flaps is changed to 1, and as a view you can see the changes occurring. I will try to show that it causes a lot of problems here because you have to move back up there and then come back forward a lot of time. So now we've set up flaps and all these first 4 are done, and we will test the takeoff configuration when we are ready. So now we have to get taxiing. For that we have to turn on the taxi lights, and before that we can also switch off the ATU. There you go, the ATU is switched off. You can, if you want, you can also change the air conditioning of the cabin in the cockpit. Make it a bit cooler in both cases. Well, now time to turn on the taxi lights and begin our taxi level. Well, we have to go to the right. We have to move the throttle forward. Now we are moving. Just a little bit of thrust is enough to move this aircraft. The engines are so powerful. Sorry about that.
Airwave 8019.
Now as we are moving, we can reduce